Hello everybody and welcome to my personal favorite holes in EA Sports PGA Tour. We are going 1 through 18 in a par 72 format, and we'll begin at the home of golf. The first at the old course at St. Andrews is a short-ish par 4 that requires less than driver off the tee, but avoid the swilken burn that runs in front of the green and you'll have a good look at birdie to start your round at the world's oldest golf course. The second at Southern Hills is a long straightaway par 4 that's framed nicely by the creek that runs to the left of the fairway and behind the green. A good straight drive will set up an approach into a well bunkered but pretty flat putting surface. TPC Scottsdale's third hole is a par 5 that is mostly straight on. The second shot though is a fun one into a two-tiered green, and if it's accurate, eagle is definitely on the table. We head to the east coast in TPC Boston for our fourth hole. It's a drivable par 4 that is a near mirror of the 10th at Riviera. Anything from eagle to bogeys in play depending on the tee shot, so it's a fun one. Now we travel across the pond for the fifth at Marco Simone, which hosted the most recent Ryder Cup. It's a shorter par 4 with water on the left, and the castle and view behind the green make it a picturesque challenge. Bay Hills 6 is a unique par 5 that bends almost entirely around a lake. Both the drive and the approach have to be dry to set up a scoring chance. Big numbers are always on the table here, as John Daly once made an 18 on this hole. The seventh at Pebble Beach is an iconic par 3 that measures barely over 100 yards and is framed almost on all sides by the Pacific Ocean. It's simply one of the most beautiful golf holes in the world. The eighth hole at Royal Troon, aka the postage stamp, has a tiny green and some bunkers that if you get into, I don't know how you're getting out. We now go just outside Chicago to the north course at Olympia Fields Country Club and the par 4 9. It's about 470 yards, bunkers left and right, both on the green and in the fairway, and a nice view of the great clock tower and clubhouse as well. We start the back nine with the long par 4 10th at the Country Club at Brookline. The fairway is bisected by a creek with a semi-blind tee shot, and the approach is to an isolated uphill green with guarded by bunkers front and left. The 11th at Augusta National is probably the hardest hole on the entire course. Long par 4 over 500 yards. The tricky downhill approach to a green with water on the left, a bunker right, and not much room to work with if you're trying to get it close. The 12th at Wilmington Country Club is a beast of a par 5, well over 600 yards. It has a blind tee shot, and your second shot may not even reach the green thanks to the large pond that's in front. Bunkers guard all the other sides of this green as well. Wolf Creek has a lot of crazy holes, but this one might be the craziest. A par 4 that you can drive it over the mountain and to the green. The green has some severe undulations though, so once you get it there, two putting isn't a guarantee. The 14th at Quail Hollow Club is another drivable par 4, but you might want to keep the head cover on as this one's downhill and anything left is into the water, and you could even fly the green if you hit it too far, so hit it short, chip it on, and get an easy birdie. The 15th at Chambers Bay, called Lone Fir, features the only tree on the entire golf course, and it frames this downhill par 3 very well. Our last par 5 is the 16th at the ocean course at Kiawah. The Atlantic Ocean on the right, sand dunes on the left, and the clubhouse in the distance make this a beautiful 16th. The 17th had to be the world famous Island Green at TPC Sawgrass. There's just nothing like it in the game of golf. There are so many great 18th holes in this game that it was hard to pick just one, but I have to end up going with the 18th at Whistling Straits. A winding fairway, 3-mile creek, a difficult approach, and a uniquely shaped green, plus the clubhouse, put it on top.